Do you know the 104-year-old neighborhood in the heart of downtown Canton? Today, I will be taking you on a journey through the wonderful historic Ridgewood neighborhood. To begin this video essay, this will be an agenda of what we will be discussing over this essay. Slide 1 is an introduction to Ridgewood. The first property completed in Ridgewood was finished in 1918. This original home still stands today, although there is not a family that uses it. It is more of a historical site, and I think it does some tours here and there. The architectural style of the neighborhood is colonial and revival, with many variations of revival, such as Tudor, French Norman, and Georgian's home. The history of Ridgewood is complex, but also very rich. The name of the district is attributed to Miss Leonard, the wife of the owner of the Leonard Agency, who was the main developer when Ridgewood first was thought of. As the story goes, the wife of the development agency visited, aka Miss Leonard, visited an allotment in Springfield, Ohio, and was so astonished by it she wanted her husband's new allotment he just purchased to be the same. This would set the tone for the neighborhood going forward. Many well-known architects designed houses within Ridgewood. Herman Albrecht is a very notable one with over 14 homes in the neighborhood, but also the list also includes John S. Kelly, Charles Firestone, Louis Horowitz, and John Kerr Griffin. Today, the demographics of Ridgewood is displayed in this graph. The total number of residents is 2,051. I could not find a graph that had all of the population's demographics, so I had to make one myself. I did find the data, though, coming from the city data website for Ridgewood, and I compiled all the data I could find into this graph, so it might be a little off, but this is the best I could do. As stated in the history slide, Miss Leonard wanted her husband's new allotment to be stunning. This led to many of Canton's elite to settle down in the neighborhood. This also changed how the neighborhood would be viewed. With the newfound wealth, the homes reflected it. Many prominent business owners lived here, such as Robert Timken of the Timken Company, the Timken Company's longtime president, William E. Umstead, and the owner of the Luntz Company, Darwin S. Luntz. Two major buildings within this district is the St. Hilambros Church and the Mitchell House. The St. Hilambros Church was literally moved down the street in 1958. The church started in downtown and moved over to 25th Street, which at the time was only like 5 blocks away from downtown. The owners of the church had purchased a new plot of land closer to Ridgewood. This moving would make it more accessible to not only just the community of Ridgewood, but the community of Canton too. Thus, the decision was made to have it moved on April 16, 1958. Although the Mitchell House is now a historical site with not an actual family living in it, the first floor has paragetting, leaded, and multi-flighted casemates, vassours, and Tudor arched entries, while the second floor is half timbered and potted chimneys and massed arrangements. This is a modern-day map of the Ridgewood district. I have labeled the church, 2 revival homes, and the original home of Ridgewood. in this map. Route 43 runs into downtown Canton. In summary, Ridgewood Historical District is a residential neighborhood that's still in use today within Canton, Ohio. The neighborhood consists of preserved, architect-designed revival-style buildings built in the early 20th century. Other amenities the neighborhood offers is original brick streets, and original streetlights. With money was one of the biggest factors of the success of the Ridgewood district. Thank you for watching. Here is a source page with all the sources used within this video essay.